I'm an artist, and I chose that track because I had a degree in art, and I love art, so that's really the big thing, I guess, is it's what I want to be, so. Mostly because of location, and because of the school had really good reviews. Those are probably the two biggest things. I'm from Florida, so there was that, and it was nice to be next to family, and plus the school when I got in, I think was ranked second in the country in video games, so it seemed kind of perfect for that. Good artists? I mean, I think it depends on the artist. If you're a concept artist, you're gonna have different qualities, you're gonna need different qualities than you would if you're a tech artist. I'm a tech artist, so I'll say that. But I think with tech art, it's definitely problem-solving skills, communicating with others. Those are probably the two big ones. And really just being able to have any sort of problem thrown at your face, then being able to figure it out no matter what area of art it is. And then for any artist in general, I think you all need to have an aesthetic eye. Like you need to be able to tell what looks good and, you know, look at something and really go down into like the nitty-gritty and be like, you know, this is, if it's animation, this is popping here. If concept art, you need to be like, I need shadows here and here. So like those little final tweaks, that last 10% of the art that really makes it pop, I think that's what makes a really good artist. You want to know those little things. So. Well, the tech artists can do a wider range of things, but mostly they're pipeline, and they wear many hats, so they can do anything from effects to shaders to scripting. Pretty much any tech artist can know how to script. So I in particular do effects and tools, so that's like my thing, and shaders too. But other tech artists, you know, they need to do things like rigging and you know, pipeline stuff. So there's that. Mostly though, like I would say communication is a big thing too. Like you want to communicate with your programmers and your artists in order to get the art assets in game and get that final look to look perfect, I think is a big part of being a tech artist. Probably not, no. I don't regret where I am right now, like, so I wouldn't redo it, I guess, but there are things I kind of wish I knew a little bit more about coming in. I'll say that. Like, I kind of wish I knew a lot more about programming coming in, but then if I knew more about programming, I probably would have known less about art, just because of like time restrictions, so I wouldn't trade it off or anything. No, I think I came in pretty well off, personally, so I don't know. I would say, all right, my biggest challenge has probably been presenting myself for a job. Like, I think a lot of times you get lost in your own work and like actually making your work awesome and all that stuff that you forget to actually like put together your website and your portfolio and things like that. And you know, you're only as good as you can convince people you are. Like, you can be awesome, but if you don't have, you know, the portfolio, the website to convince people you're awesome, then they're not gonna think you're awesome. So like, that's something I definitely struggled with, is like getting all my stuff together and presenting it to a company and being like, I can do what you need me to do. Because I always kind of felt like I can do what they need me to do, but I haven't had anything to show that necessarily, like organized to show them, so. Being on Warped Derby was a lot of fun, so there was a lot of good times there. I think that probably one of the favorite moments was when we got to, when we first got through our first cut round. Like, that was really exciting, especially because, not to like gloat I guess, but we had the most votes and we got like, you know, received as the best game. So that was really cool. Definitely, that whole group was just fun, just working with all those guys, so, in general, so. I would say that you should, you know, make yourself presentable to everyone, portfolio-wise and things like that. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are as an artist, it matters how good people perceive you as an artist. So, you know, just be aware that, you know, your work itself needs to be in a presentable form. It needs to be on a website, it needs to look professional. You need to be able to convince other jobs in 2 minutes that you're good. So like, you know, your year and a half here kind of, you know, sums up in a 2-minute video that someone's gonna look at some office somewhere. And that's probably, they're probably gonna click it once, they're gonna play it once, and that's just it once it's over. So, you know, make sure that's looking good.